Our weekly mental health check-in. This morning, we're taking a closer look at the push to ban conversion therapy for LGBTQ people and the impact that discredited form of therapy has on teens and young adults.
Yeah, plus it's back to school for millions of students, so we have some tips to make sure your child is ready to tackle any mental health challenges that may lie ahead.
Dr. Erica Edwards joins us now. She is the chair of psychiatry at Sibley Memorial Hospital and an assistant professor of psychiatry at Johns Hopkins Medicine. Good to have you with us, Dr. Richards. So let's talk about Pennsylvania now, the 26th state to ban conversion therapy for minors. The practice is meant to try and change someone's sexual identity or gender identity. As we mentioned, it's been discredited by most health professionals. Pennsylvania's governor called it junk science recently. How does conversion therapy impact the mental health of LGBTQ people, especially teens and young adults?
Well, thanks for having me. This is a big step for the LGBTQ community at large and really for our communities across America. And what we're seeing is that conversion therapy, as you said, junk science, is shown to have poor mental health outcomes overall when implemented. It's been rejected by medical leaders, it's been rejected by scientists. And what Governor Wolf did is a big step towards showing support for this community. What we know is that he's directed state agencies not only to discourage these practices, but also to really work towards culturally sensitive care and providing that for this community. There's research from the Trevor Project, which is an LGBTQ suicide prevention group, that shows it really just takes one person to show support. What they want to really indicate is that an affirming adult in a young person's life makes them about 40% less likely to have a suicide attempt in the year prior. So support really does matter in this case.
So important. Now, also, as we just talked about, it's back to school season. We've discussed the mental decline of students since the COVID pandemic began. What are some of the mental health challenges for students who are heading back to the classroom, maybe for the first time in a while? And really importantly, what can parents do to help them?
So it's been a rough two-plus years for kids and parents alike. And now many kids are returning to school without masks, and that can create some anxiety for some. They've been in and out of the classroom over the past 2 years. But really, for students, and we're talking pre-K through college, we're going to learn more about mental health. We're going to learn more about education when people have not necessarily been in standardized or standard classrooms over the past 2 years plus. And what we know is that we really want parents to think about this. There's 5 tips that were included. 1, be proactive. Get your kids ready. Go past the school. Show them where the playground is. Do a dry run, those sorts of things. Number 2, ask about the good and ask about the bad when they come home. How was school? What made it good? But also give them a safe space to express things that they might be struggling with. And it's important to do that in a non-judgmental manner, not why didn't you have a good day? Or what happened today? What was challenging today? They'll tend to respond better and open up with that. Number 3, keep an eye on changing behavior. Parents, trust your instincts. If you think that something's wrong, keep an eye out for those mental health signals. Number 4 is you don't really want to blame COVID for these things, and be ready to help is number 5.
We also quickly want to talk about wellness in the workplace. Nike says it's shutting down its corporate offices for a week to allow employees to, quote, relax and recharge. We're tight on time here, but quickly, do you want to see more companies follow this blueprint?
Absolutely. This is the key. They all took time off at the same time. That means you're not on vacation trying to catch up on emails. Everyone is doing the same thing, which is recharging.
All right. Dr. Erica Edwards, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And coming up, a pandemic era